Welcome to Sacred Space. We've just heard a setting of a sacred poem by Thomas Aquinas, created for use in worship and praise during our present season of Pentecost. We'll engage together now in an act of contemplative worship. During the next 40 minutes or so, there will be prayers, readings, and quiet music, interspersed with periods of silence. Wherever we are, let's each take a moment now to make ourselves comfortable. Empty our minds. Focus on the candle flame. Sit square, our feet evenly spaced and flat on the floor, our hands resting in our lap. Roll our shoulders up and back and down, and breathe deeply. Relax. We recall at a distance, as if through a veil, the everyday we're setting aside for a while. As each aspect comes to mind, we let it go. Watch it fade away. That has been, this is now. We turn our focus gently from the world outside to the world within. We picture our heart opening to the Holy Spirit. And we continue to breathe deeply. Our theme is keeping the Sabbath. We begin in prayer together. Please join in with the words in the bold print. O God, open our eyes to your presence. Open our minds to your grace. Open our lips to your praises. Open our hearts to your love. Open our lives to your healing. And be found among us. Amen. Observe the Sabbath day and keep it holy, as the Lord your God commanded you. Observe the Sabbath day. The Sabbath, a concept possibly deriving from Middle Eastern belief traditions more ancient than Judaism, and introduced in the very first book of Hebrew scriptures and our own Bible, Genesis. After creating all the known universe, God stopped for a Sabbath. God's work was done. God's creation was perfect, complete. So God stopped for, in Hebrew, Shabbat, for rest and restoration. By the time the people of Israel were wandering in the desert to their promised land, God's promise to them, God's covenant with them, included the command to observe the Sabbath day. Their work was not done. The world as they knew it was far from perfect, and neither were they. After a period of rest, they had to resume their labours. But the promise had been made that one day there would come a time when all could rest. In the Western world, even at the height of the Industrial Revolution, there was an accepted rhythm to seasons, to the week, to the day. However hard the labour, a period of rest and restoration, even if brief, was mostly understood as part of the rhythm of life. In our present century, since the demands of 24/7 have threatened that rhythm, medical scientists have spoken up for the need for us to observe a regular period of rest and restoration, for the good of our health, physical and mental. Observe the Sabbath day. Supporters of mindfulness might endorse that command. Since COVID-19 turned our world upside down, many column inches have been devoted to the benefits of practicing mindfulness, of establishing a rhythm in everyday life, of making time for a period of rest and restoration, for physical and mental well-being. Observing the Sabbath day? Not quite. You see, there's a second part to that Bible verse. Observe the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Holy. Sacred. The Sabbath is a period of rest and restoration, yes, but not solely for personal refreshment or self-centered reinvigoration. The Sabbath is holy time, time dedicated to God, a period of rest and restoration of our physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. The Sabbath was made for humankind, and not humankind for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath. On a number of occasions, Jesus was accused of breaking the Sabbath. By his time, the notion of a sacred, refreshing period between bouts of hard work had become rigid with rules and regulations. What had started as God's gift to humanity, the gift of rest and refreshment dedicated to God and enjoyed in God's company, was a policed obligation, demanding outward obedience to human ritual behaviours. Jesus was never a great one for empty ritual. There is a place in the rhythm of a healthy life for discipline, physical, mental, and spiritual. But when the ritual gets in the way of feeding, of healing, of contributing to bringing about God's perfect kingdom on earth, Jesus' choice is clear. Jesus is perfect. His sacrifice was complete. So perhaps he had a particular license to dispense with some of our man-made rules and regulations. There is merit in the regular observance of social rituals. But when keeping the Sabbath is only a social ritual, only a discipline, where is God in that? In the time of the writer of Mark's Gospel, households of servants were baptized into the Christian faith on the orders of their master. In Victorian England, household staff working for the wealthy were commonly required to attend church on Sunday as an outward show of obedience. But obedience to whom? Discipline? Ritual? Calculations of the head? But the heart? Do not let anyone condemn you in matters of Sabbaths. These are only a shadow of what is to come, but the substance belongs to Christ. What constitutes keeping the Sabbath for each of us? What is our motivation for our behaviour on a Sunday and on other days of the week? Jesus' sacrifice was made for each of us, for all time. When we accept that and cease our own striving, we find rest and restoration. Jesus Christ's work is done, and according to God's promise, he invites us to rest in his company and be restored. Shabbat Shalom. In the season of Pentecost, we are reminded of the power of the Holy Spirit, the Comforter, the one who speaks up for us, the one who prays on our behalf when words fail us. As we observe this Sabbath, this holy time now, as we come before God with the jumble of our thanks and concerns and needs and so much more, we spend lengthy periods in silence, aware of our breathing, aware of the Spirit alive within us, alert for whatever response God may offer us here and now. God, in this moment of quiet, with the rhythm of my breathing, I breathe in your Spirit. I breathe in your peace. I breathe in your stillness. I breathe in your light. In our first prayers, we bring to God our thanks and praise for the blessings we receive and enjoy. God, in this moment of quiet, with the rhythm of my breathing, I breathe in your Spirit. I breathe in your peace. I breathe in your stillness. I breathe in your light. In our second prayers, we are honest with God about our shortcomings, and as we name each one, we ask for mercy and for help to overcome them in future. God, in this moment of quiet with the rhythm of my breathing, I breathe in your Spirit. I breathe in your peace. I breathe in your stillness. I breathe in your light. In our third prayers, we lay down before God the burdens of our worries, our fears, our anxieties concerning ourselves and concerning others. And we ask for stronger faith, greater trust. God, in this moment of quiet, with the rhythm of my breathing, I breathe in your Spirit. I breathe in your peace. I breathe in your stillness. I breathe in your light. Breathe on me, Spirit of God, and help me to be aware of your calm presence throughout my life. As our act of worship comes to a close, please join in the words in the bold print. Almighty and all-loving God, through the fire of your Spirit, you have drawn the hearts of humankind to share in the mystery of your being. By the power of the same Spirit, infuse our lives with your presence, that as your Son was transfigured in prayer, we may be transformed and our lives become a flame of self-giving love. Amen. God be our comfort, our strength. God be our hope and support. God be our light and our way. And may the blessing of God, Creator, Redeemer, and Giver of life, remain with us now and forever. Amen.